At first glance, this vintage toy looks like it has reached the end of its life. Covered in heavy rust, faded paint, and decades of wear, this is a rare 1957 Tonka Gamble's convenience store semi-truck. Time has taken its toll on every inch of this collectible, but beneath the corrosion lies a classic piece of American toy history waiting for a second chance. The restoration begins with a careful inspection. Although the truck is badly rusted, most of its original parts are still present, making it an excellent candidate for a complete restoration. Every screw, axle, and panel is documented before the truck is completely disassembled. This ensures that each component can be restored and returned to its original position. Once the truck is taken apart, years of dirt, grease, and corrosion are removed. The metal parts are cleaned using professional rust removal techniques, revealing solid steel hidden beneath decades of oxidation. With the rust gone, the true condition of the body becomes visible, allowing damaged areas to be repaired with precision. The trailer receives the same level of attention. Its faded, gambles, graphics, worn surfaces, and rusty panels are carefully restored while preserving the truck's original appearance. Every dent is repaired, every surface is smoothed, and every detail is prepared for a fresh finish. As the project moves forward, the transformation becomes more dramatic. What once looked like a forgotten piece of scrap metal slowly begins to resemble the classic Tonka truck it once was. Every stage brings the restoration one step closer to returning this incredible vintage toy to its former glory. This is more than just repairing an old toy. It is about preserving history, celebrating craftsmanship, and proving that even the most neglected treasures can be brought back to life with patience, dedication, and skill. The journey has only just begun, and the best part of the transformation is still ahead. With every part separated from the truck, the real restoration work begins. Each metal component is carefully cleaned to remove decades of rust, dirt, and old paint. Layer by layer, the corrosion disappears, revealing the strong steel that has survived for nearly 70 years. It is incredible to see how well these classic Tonka toys were built. After cleaning, every part is inspected for damage. Small dents are straightened, rough edges are smoothed, and worn areas are repaired using metal-filled epoxy. The goal is not to replace the original parts but to preserve as much of the truck's authenticity as possible. Every repaired panel keeps another piece of its history alive. The trailer is one of the most challenging parts of the project. Years of moisture left deep rust across its body, and the original graphics have almost disappeared. Great care is taken to prepare the surface without changing the truck's original shape. Every inch is sanded and polished until it is ready for a fresh finish. Once the bodywork is complete, the truck receives a durable primer that seals the metal and protects it from future corrosion. This important step creates the perfect foundation for the final paint. Slowly, the rusty shell begins to disappear, replaced by smooth, clean surfaces that look ready to return to the factory. As fresh color is applied, the transformation becomes truly exciting. The truck starts to regain the bold appearance that made Tonka toys so popular in the 1950s. Every coat of paint brings it closer to its original glory, while every restored detail reminds us why these vintage models are still treasured by collectors around the world. The journey from rusted scrap to beautiful collectible is far from over, but the difference is already remarkable. What once looked forgotten is now beginning to look like a masterpiece again, proving that with patience, craftsmanship, and dedication, even the oldest toys can be given a brand new life. With the paint fully cured, the most satisfying stage of the restoration finally begins, the reassembly. One by one, every restored component returns to its place. The freshly painted cab, the trailer, the wheels, and every small metal part are carefully installed exactly as they were when this Tonka truck first left the factory in 1957. Each moving part is checked and adjusted to ensure everything works smoothly. The wheels spin freely, the trailer sits perfectly behind the cab, and every connection is inspected for proper alignment. These final adjustments may seem small, but they make all the difference between an ordinary restoration and a professional one. As the truck comes together, the transformation becomes almost unbelievable. The faded, rust-covered toy that once looked ready for the scrapyard has been completely reborn. The bright colors, clean metal, and sharp details give it the appearance of a brand new collectible while still preserving its original vintage character. One of the most impressive features of this restoration is how many original parts have been saved. Instead of replacing everything with new components, the restorer chose to preserve the truck's authenticity whenever possible. Every original piece that remains tells part of the truck's incredible journey through nearly 70 years of history. Seeing the restored truck beside photos of its original condition makes the difference even more dramatic. Deep rust, peeling paint, and years of neglect have disappeared, replaced by a flawless finish that honors the craftsmanship of the original Tonka designers. It is a powerful reminder that true quality can survive the test of time. Projects like this inspire collectors and restoration enthusiasts around the world. They show that almost nothing is beyond repair when enough patience, skill, and passion are involved. Every restored toy preserves a small piece of history, allowing future generations to appreciate the incredible design and As the restoration enters its final stages, every detail receives one last inspection. The freshly painted cab shines with its original colors, the trailer looks factory fresh, and every restored part fits together perfectly. It is hard to believe this is the same truck that arrived covered in rust and decades of neglect. The iconic Gamble's trailer is once again the centerpiece of this classic toy. Its clean finish and restored graphics capture the spirit of the 1950s, when these trucks were built to inspire imagination and withstand years of play. Today, it stands not only as a collectible but also as a reminder of the quality and craftsmanship of that era. Every bolt is tightened, every wheel is tested, and every moving part is carefully checked to ensure flawless operation. There is great satisfaction in watching the completed truck roll smoothly once again. After countless hours of restoration, the project has finally reached the finish line. The before and after transformation is truly breathtaking. What was once a heavily rusted relic has become a beautiful vintage collectible that looks ready for display. This incredible change proves that patience, skill, and attention to detail can bring even the most forgotten treasures back to life. Restoration is about more than repairing old objects. It is about preserving history, honoring craftsmanship, and giving future generations the opportunity to appreciate these timeless creations. Every restored toy tells a story, and every project keeps a small piece of the past alive. Thank you for joining this restoration journey. If you enjoyed watching this amazing transformation, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more incredible vintage restorations. There are many more forgotten classics waiting to be brought back to life, and the next restoration adventure is just around the corner.